Welcome to the rabbit hole on Disturbing Curiosity, where we journey deep into the mysteries that lurk beneath the surface of our reality. In each episode, we'll uncover 3 more mind-bending stories that challenge our understanding, unearthing the hidden truths that lie in the depths of the unknown. The rabbit hole is your passage to a world where truth, myth, and conspiracy intertwine. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell on your way out. Let's begin. Unmasking the Mystery. On November 24, 1971, Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 took an unexpected turn. A man using the alias D.B. Cooper stopped to the flight attendant Florence Schaffner and handed her a note. The note said, "I have a bomb sit next to me," and showed her the suitcase with what appeared to be an explosive. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the flight attendant complied. He then makes demands: 4 parachutes and $200,000 in cash. 3 hours later, on what would have been an hour-long flight, they finally land in Seattle. Upon landing, he sends out a different flight attendant, Tina Mucklow, to interact with authorities. They handed Tina the parachutes and the cash, and she heads back to the aircraft. Once receiving his ransom, Cooper agrees to let the 46 passengers go, but keeps the pilots and 1 flight attendant on the plane. He then gives the flight crew precise instructions on how and where he wants them to fly: Mexico City, flaps down, and landing gear down. These measures would ensure 2 key things to make his parachute useful. The pilots would have no choice but to fly low and slow, so they did just that. About 30 minutes into the flight, the pilots got an alert that the rear stairwell of the 727 jet had been opened. Cooper parachuted into the night sky. Over the years, numerous theories and suspects have been proposed, yet none have been definitively proven. The FBI launched an exhaustive investigation, making the D.B. Cooper case one of the most significant in its history, despite that neither Cooper nor most of the money was ever found. The unanswered questions surrounding this unsolved mystery leave us to wonder about the true story of D.B. Cooper. The Pass. In January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov embarked on a challenging trek in the Ural Mountains. They were well trained for this expedition. Their goal was to reach Otorten Mountain, but the group deviated from their intended route, moving west towards Dyatlov Pass. On February 1st, they set up camp on the slope of Kolatsiakol, the Mountain of the Dead, a name that is eerily fitting for what was to come next. When the hikers failed to report back, a search and rescue operation was launched. Later that same month, searchers discovered the abandoned and badly damaged tent. What they came across next would make them question reality. The tent was torn from the inside, and the hikers' belongings, including shoes and warm clothing, were left behind. The footprints indicated that some were barefoot, suggesting a hasty and panicked departure. It was a scene of inexplicable chaos and panic. As searchers continued to comb the area, the bodies of the hikers were found in a ravine. What made the discovery even more baffling were the injuries. Some exhibited signs of exposure and hypothermia, while others had injuries resembling a high-impact force, fractures, broken ribs, and even a missing tongue. Adding to the mystery were unexplained anomalies. The hikers' clothing showed low levels of radiation, and the surrounding area had higher than normal radiation levels. These findings, along with the injuries, raised more questions than answers. The Soviet investigation concluded that the hikers succumbed to a compelling natural force, but numerous theories have emerged over the years, from avalanches to infrasound, military weapon testing, a Yeti attack, and even extraterrestrial activity. Each theory brings its own set of questions and uncertainties. World's fairs, international expos, have a storied history dating back to the mid-19th century, and I'm willing to bet you've never even heard of them. In fact, many believe they never even happened. They'll tell you it was all a hoax, but it was indeed very real. These events showcased architecture that looks out of place in black and white photos, almost as if they had help from a more advanced civilization. Another mind-jarring aspect was how fast they built these impressive structures, only to destroy them 6 to 8 months later, once the fair was over. But they did leave some of that architectural legacy behind, structures built specifically for these events that we still immediately recognize today as iconic landmarks, clueless of their origin and purpose. Let's see if you recognize any of these. The Eiffel Tower, originally built for the Paris Exposition Universelle, 1889. Chicago's Museum of Science, originally the Palace of Fine Arts, was built for the Columbian Expo in Chicago in 1893 and is still open today. Atomium, created for the Brussels World's Fair, 1958, and is still a popular attraction in Brussels today. The Space Needle, constructed for the Seattle World's Fair, 1962, and still stands tall today. Unisphere, built for the New York World's Fair, 1964, the Unisphere in Flushing Meadows Corona Park, Queens, remains a symbol of global interdependence. Nikola Tesla, the visionary inventor, played a crucial role in the 1893 Chicago World's Columbian Exposition. His demonstrations of alternating current AC power systems marked a turning point in the War of Currents. Yet the controversy surrounding his contributions adds another layer to the complex history of these events. While World's Fairs have been celebrated, their legitimacy has faced scrutiny. However, their preservation raises questions about the long-term impact and use of such structures, but also proves that these World Expos did indeed happen. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rabbit hole with disturbing curiosity. We've traversed the unknown and peeked into the shadows of the unexplained. Today, we've only scratched the surface of the mysteries that lie in the uncharted territories of knowledge and belief. If today's expedition has ignited a spark in your mind, stay tuned for more episodes where we'll continue to explore the depths of the unknown and the unexplained. Your thoughts, theories, and perspectives are what make this journey truly fascinating. So please share your thoughts and future video topic ideas in the comments below. Lastly, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Stay safe, stay curious, and stay disturbed.